I'm adding this to the front of the video because in just a few seconds, the word Pensacola is going to be up here, but I had a few of the letters out of order because I typed too fast. I just want people to know that even when spelled correctly, the value is still 41. Now here's the rest of the video. Welcome back, Truth Seeker. I'm making this video for every flag-waving patriot who thinks the United States of America is the land of the free and the home of the brave, and especially those who voted for Donald Trump and think this man's anything more than a puppet stooge and a fraud. We're going to begin right here. We're going to listen to his speech that he just gave Friday, December 8th, 2017 in Pensacola, Florida. I want you to hear how many times he says we live in a rigged system, as if he's some component in changing that. Listen, this is straight mockery.
Look, it's being proven we have a rigged system. Doesn't happen so easy. But this system, gonna be a lot of changes. This is a rigged system. This is a sick system from the inside.
We're just going to stop right there. This is a rigged system. This is a sick system. And Donald Trump is the absolute face of this rigged system and this sick system. And if you can't see that, it's because something is severely wrong with you. Now pay attention. The mainstream media, they have a belief about numbers that most people don't know about. If you've ever heard the term the cabal, meaning the secret political faction, the corrupt faction, that term comes from Kabbalah, the belief that God created the world by merging the letter with the number. And here's why we get 41 eye-popping lines from Pensacola speech. This is CNN. It doesn't matter what news network it is. They all use this code. No exceptions. Here's why. The speech was given in Pensacola. Pensacola equals 41 in the language of Gematria, which is part of Kabbalah, this practice of letters and numbers coming together. USA also equals 41. He's talking about how the USA has a rigged system, a sick system. 41's the 13th prime. This nation began with 13 colonies. We got 13 stripes on the flag. We used to have 13 stars. The word star also equals 13. Special number 2, Freemasonry. This nation began by Freemasons. So look at this. He gave the speech Friday, December 8th, 2017, a date with numerology of 47. Remember, the night of the rigged selection, the rigged system it is, no presidents are selected, no presidents are elected, they're all selected. They're born and bred to be from a young age. Proven this with many presidents. This isn't just true of Trump. December 8, 2017, a date with 47 numerology. Trump equals 47, President 47, White House 47, Government 47, Authority 47, Republican 47, Whig 47. That's the party that became the Republicans. Democrat 47, DC 47. Think about this nation's birthday. July 4th, 47. The word foundation equals 47. On the Freemason logo, which is the big G with the geometry compass above it and the square beneath, that compass is set at 47 degrees. It's because of Euclid's 47th problem about how to establish a perfectly square foundation. 47th problem, 47 degrees. The word foundation equals 47. Donald Trump was the apprentice. 211's the 47th prime number. Notice the apprentice 211. Bill Clinton, think about how he ran against Hillary Clinton. Bill Clinton became president 211 days before his 47th birthday. Barack Obama became president at age 47. Not coincidentally. You know, the Obama and the Trump presidencies are one interconnected, ongoing story. That's why in 2011, Obama invited Trump to the White House, and a big part of the correspondence dinner that evening was a joke that Trump was going to be the next president. If you haven't seen the White House correspondence dinner from 2011, go back and look it up. They had a skit. They showed the White House as a casino with neon lights that said Trump above it. Obama played a joke skit that he was born in Africa. playing the clip of the Lion King and saying he was Simba. Have a few older videos on this that have been deleted because my channel's been taken down. But look here. He's talking about a rigged system in Pensacola, Florida. Understand, every single day this is true. When Donald Trump goes to a location and speaks about a topic, it's always scripted this way. He knows the system's rigged. He knows it's rigged for him. He knows it's fake news, spreading nothing but propaganda. He's part of this system, you know? And he goes out there in front of people, and he smiles and grins at them, giving them half the truth while not explaining how he's a major part of this rigged sick system. And for his supporters to not see it, it's because they're blind. We're talking about a man who, just before the rigged selection, you know, a news story came out, which was all part of the contrived scripted narrative about how he can grab any woman he wants by the pussy because he's a celebrity. And he never apologized once for that, you know? He just said, oh, that's just locker room talk. That's what I do with the guys. Sorry, man. That's just gross. You think you can just do whatever you want to women because you're a celebrity? That's a sick individual. Now he wants to come out here and say we live in a sick system. I mean, it's true. We live in an absolutely rigged and sick system. But he is the face of it right now. And he's so proud to be, while he mocks all of his followers. Now look, here's what I was explaining since before his convention happened. I said if Donald Trump ends up in the White House, remember this lesson right here. His convention began July 18th. 18/7, 187. From the convention start to inauguration day was 187 days. And in the language of Gematria, 187 is a huge number to this code. This code, Kabbalah, comes from the Torah, the first 5 chapters of the Bible, which are 187 chapters long. Freemasonry has its headquarters in Washington, D.C., There's the statue of Albert Pike there, the 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason, Civil War general. And on that statue, he has Morals and Dogma under his arm. The book that gives praise to Kabbalah says Freemasonry owes all thanks to Kabbalah. The entire thing is based in Kabbalah. So you got your Freemason headquarters, your federal headquarters. Look, Washington, D.C., 187. It's named after George Washington, 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason, 187. Ancient, accepted, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. That's what the headquarters are there in D.C., the House of the Temple, 187. It used to be the Catholic colony. D.C., where it is, it used to be the Catholic colony. That's why it's surrounded by Virginia and Maryland. Virgin Mary. Look, the Jesuit order is who runs the Catholic Church. They're known as the Society of Jesus, 187. Trump's a Jesuit. It's the Society of Jesus. The Pope's a Jesuit. Their birthdays are 187 days apart. And again, where was Trump on May 24th, the 144th day of this year? He was visiting the Jesuit Pope at the Vatican. What's the president doing at the Vatican? On the 144th day of the year. The Society of Jesus is more commonly called the Jesuit Order. On the 144th day of the year, these two Jesuit men with 87 days apart birthdays meeting. Everything is done by this code. Now again, also important, Trump is the winner of the 58th presidential selection. And he announced he was running from the 58-story Trump Tower. And for Inauguration Day, he hired 58-year-old Steve Ray. Freemasonry, 58. Secret Society, 58. Freemasonry's based in Solomon's Temple. Gotta spell it right. Solomon's Temple, 58. Solomon's Temple's in Jerusalem. Donald Trump was in Jerusalem for Jerusalem Day before traveling to the Vatican the next day. And once upon a time, the Knights Templar captured the Kabbalah code after the Crusades and brought it back to the Catholic Church. This code began in Babylon, spread to the biblical lands of the world, was brought back to the Catholic Church very long time ago, and ever since then, the Catholic Church is the heart of the New World Order. This is how they've been controlling the world. With this knowledge, this is how the system is rigged. This is the sick system. And if you break out your single reduction, what the difference is here is full reduction, all letters are compressed to a single digit. So like Z's the 26th letter, and full reduction it's 8. And what's different is S. And the reason why is because S is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. Because S is the only letter you have to add twice, it can be worth 1 or 10. Look at Washington, 58. This is the headquarters of Freemasonry, named after a 33rd degree Scottish Rite Freemason. Look at United States, 58. You know, we the people, 58. In God we trust, 58. This number stamped all over our history. Don't tread on me, 58. And so much more. Freemasonry has always controlled this nation. They've created our entire history by this code. Every day, news is contrived by this code. Every day, Puppet Trump goes out and says something new by this code. It's just never ending. And I've been documenting this since 2015 when his campaign began, you know, from the very beginning. Everything about Trump was 88 to start. 88. Every headline emphasized 88. Every name brought up. Every propaganda story he participated in, 88. Then just before selection time, what happened? 88 generals came out and endorsed him. You know? On the night of the rigged selection, he was in the 47-story Midtown Hilton Hotel. This guy, a real piece of work. You know? And I guess ISIS is now just known as IS, because it stands for Iraq, or what's it stand for? Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. They're saying it's not in Iraq, so now I guess it's just the Islamic State of Syria. And speaking of news by the numbers, do you guys remember when the first, let me just show you this. Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. Notice the 117 here. A lot of things are interesting, but notice the 117. If you go back and look, the first instance of ISIS attacking on U.S. soil was in Texas when they had the story of the Draw Prophet Muhammad contest, where the contest was to draw the most mocking, funny image of the Prophet Muhammad. And then that outraged ISIS, so they went to shoot up the event. Do you remember this story? It happened at the Curtis Colwell Center, the Triple C. And notice it's 117. You see? And you got Puppet Trump out here preaching about how he's going to destroy ISIS. He's going to kill ISIS. Do you understand that ISIS is your federal government creating a boogeyman? You know, thinking that there's some threat out there that you need to give your tax dollars up so they can keep you safe? This is the sick rigged system. And Donald Trump's a big part of it. A big liar for it. You know? Pathetic man. Man who needs his head knocked off. And that is what's coming. So we're going to leave it there, truth seeker. If you're some Trump supporter, if you're some flag-waving fool, it's time to learn where you really live. The land of the cowards, the land of the idiots, the land of the ignorant, land of the people who need to pull their head out of their ass. All right, until next time.